Listen. Let me start this statement off by saying welcome to the show. Here to put you up on topics that you really need to know. Live and center from the Ville, I introduce the coolest host. Y.C.S.W.U, the DJ, got you ready, good to go.
Yo, what it do? Welcome back to a brand new episode of YouCan'tSitWithUsRadio, featuring myself, as always, Y.C.S.W.U, aka the kid that never sold dope, aka chilling like a booger, and the one and only man. Don't call him a DJ, call him Q, the mother-loving DJ. What's going on, man?
I'm good. What's going on, man? I can't even talk today. What's going on, bro? How you feeling, man?
I'm pretty good, man. No, it's Monday, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
How's your day, though, man? How you been today?
Man, going to work, doing the regular, trying to push through, man. I'm ready to go to bed at this point.
Me too.
Yeah, facts. But it's all good, man. We here, we alive, we feeling good, man. So I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, man, me too. I guess I am. I don't know. I'm ready to go.
Yes.
I'm ready to go back to work in a couple hours, so.
Yeah, I get that, man. Third shifters, man. I try to tell you, y'all different people.
I mean, man, I told you, man, I've been working like a lot of 12-hour shifts lately too, so I've been at it.
Oh yeah, you're
going crazy.
Power to you, my brother. Power to you.
Going crazy, man.
Going, yeah, right. My face is what Monica's is right now. Yeah, you're going hard right now. Power to you.
Hey, man. This like then we recording so much. I'll be like, damn, I don't know if I'm ready to do this. All right, man. As always, we keep the most amazing, talented, dopest, spectacular guests on the show, and today is like no other. Out in Denver, Colorado, right now, man, we got Monica the Great on the show with us. How are you today?
Hi, friends. I'm good. It's a little gloomy outside, but it's all right. It's good.
Yeah, I feel it. You look like you chilling. You got a nice spot in the house. You cool.
I am.
I feel it. Well,
once we get done here, though, I'm gonna start cooking. So.
Oh yeah. No, I got to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Monica, we appreciate you for pulling up. Let's just get right to it. Let's have you just, can you explain a little bit about yourself and who you are and, what you do for our listeners and viewers?
Yeah, of course. I am Monica. I go by Monica the Great. La reina, la jefa. Papá, que sepan y nunca se les olvide. I am a first-generation Latina artist from the West Coast. I'm from Rialto, California originally. I am based out of Denver, Colorado. I'm a rapper, singer, songwriter. I'm a performance coach. I'm a community leader. I do all kinds of things. That's basically it. All my songs are, English, Spanish. Yeah.
Cool. Fire. Well, let's take it from the top. So what got you into doing music?
Music has just been part of my life my whole entire life. I started singing in church. I was also just doing a lot of poetry, a lot of spoken word. Spoken word is really what got me into rapping. Because, when you're doing spoken word and you're bringing those poems to life, you have to be super animated. You have to you have to know how to bring a poem to life. Started doing that, and then one day I just decided to do it over a Tyga beat, and then a bunch of people were like, wait, hold up, you can rap though. And I was I tried it out, and I've been in love with that and songwriting and singing ever since. So yeah.
Fire. How long ago was that?
I don't even know. That was a little while ago.
Yeah, I was trying to think of how hot was Tyga at that time.
I don't even know what Tyga beat it was. I just literally typed in West Coast, and then the first thing that came up was a Tyga beat. And then I wrote something super quick, threw it over it, recorded it super fast, and just that's it. It was like an Instagram post. So it wasn't even professionally recorded, none of that. It was just a quick little, let me just see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fire.
Tyga, one of them artists, he'll pop out with one song a year and go back and hide.
Yep. Exactly.
That's
so you was going by was you going by your initials at first?
Yeah, I was just MTG.
So what made you want to do like the whole name now?
So MTG stands for Monica the Great. Originally that name was given to me by like a friend of mine, and I don't know. I I was just talking to someone else about this. I I don't think I really believed Monica the Great. It's kind of like intimidating when you do introduce yourself as that. You know, it's just like, oh, Monica the Great, really?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, why not? So
Yeah.
I don't think I really believed it till I started to just fall in love with like who I am as a person. And I started to get closer to God, and I started to, you know, really know that I am that. I am great because God said I am.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop the initials and I'm going to run with what it actually stands for. And I'm going to, be very much in that space. So anytime anyone doubts like, oh, really the great, okay, yeah, come pull up, see me perform, I don't know, listen to my music, like really
Yeah.
like dissect my bars, sure, yeah, because that's exactly what I am. But that's why.
That's fire.
How you like Denver though?
I love Denver. Okay, I that sounded a little like okay. I I really do. I really love and respect Denver. I think there are so many amazing artists that I really love to be around. I have a solid group of friends, a solid group of creators here. Now, do I feel like Denver needs a lot of help? Yeah, but I don't know if it's ready to accept the help. Only reason I say that is because I'm comparing, California, LA, the IE, like in comparison to Denver. When I go back home, it's so much love, so much like, support, so much. I want to put you here. There's no like wanting to like gatekeep anything. I think Denver lacks that, um, because a lot of people want to be the first out of something. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like I want to be the first out of Denver. But we have a lot of great artists that have already like came out of Denver.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand it sometimes. Most of the time. Um, However, I really do love it here. Again, I have a really solid group of creative friends in every aspect. Um, a lot of really great support, and I think there's really great communities here as well that love and respect the music scene as well. It's just a little
Fire.
bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was out there like a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there for a few days.
You need to
How
get back.
how was that?
I know we had a blast.
Yeah,
We had a blast. Yeah. Yeah. We well, Troy Ambitious makes a lot of like relationships there, and I know a lot of people just from those, and a few people that I just know in general. But it's always a vibe. Like I fuss with the people that we know from Denver. And I feel like some of our past interviews they kind of said the same thing as you. Like it's just wanting everybody to like come together, and really be able to like spread information. So I think that I'm hoping that's something that happens in the city for sure, because it sounds
Yeah.
like there's enough people that want it. It's just the people that actually are going to do it.
Yeah, I just don't think it's a really big, like, it's not a big city. It's not LA,
Mm-hmm.
it's not, Atlanta, it's not New York, it's not anything that has a lot of industry people in it. So a lot of people don't understand the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So because there's lack of understanding of the industry,
Yeah.
they think there's not enough room. And I've said it so many times, and I'll say it again. There's literally room for everybody. even the same genre of people can be winning at the same exact time. Like there's literally money and opportunities for absolutely everybody. However, you just have to know that and understand the industry. But again, there's lack of industry, lack of wanting to understand that part of it, and then people, get discouraged and all kinds of stuff. So
I feel that. Well, I know that we were, gonna lock in on one of your songs, but before I got into that, who are some of the artists that inspire you when it comes to your music?
Honestly, if I'm being so honest, I listen to absolutely everything from like country music to like hard metal, hardcore music, like the screamo type vibe. I also listen to like super big rappers and R&B singers. For me, as far as rappers go, I love E40. I love how like
that's fine.
That man has about like 30 projects and has been able to be consistent and stay up to now with everything he does. I have a friend named Price, the Price on Instagram. He's insane to me. I love everything he does. I mean, shit. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm allowed to say any bad words on here.
You good?
My fault.
Yeah.
As far as like singers go, I mean, I love just R&B in general. I will probably play Usher's Confession album once a week if I'm being so honest.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
It's a
You
classic.
gotta do that.
I fell in love with R&B with that like project. I just remember being a kid and like begging my mom, please give me the CD, like please. She finally did, and I just would fall asleep and wake up to it every morning. And then also just like I'm Mexican, so like you have Selena, you have Selena Quintanilla to be exact, and then you have like Vicente Fernandez, just things that my dad would listen to. And then my oldest brother just put me onto a lot of like hardcore music, so I was a hardcore kid from when I was a child.
That's fire.
Yeah, I try to bring everything into everything that I create, because I don't like to just create one genre of music. I can create anything. So yeah, I have like EDM stuff, I have R&B stuff, I have rap stuff, and I don't know. Yeah.
That's dope.
All right, talk about your first song. Who Are You?
I wrote that song out of anger. No, straight up. I was in a situationship. And me and this person had just gotten into an argument over the phone. I was so mad. And I was like, I can't believe this man just like had me, just took me out my character. But I really wanted to make something like Triggered by Janae, or like something very like Kehlani feel to it. I wanted to talk shit, but very like ear candy-esque. I didn't want to rap, you know what I mean? Like I didn't want to do all that. I wanted to keep it, but talk shit. So that's what that is. That's how that came about. We literally wrote it. It was the producer, his name is Thatcher, the songwriter. There's two songwriters to that as well, Ikea and Naima. We just all came together. Naima came in like, what's up? What's going on? I told her what was happening. We just all started creating. Ikea was just there with me the whole entire time. I couldn't have made this without her. And it was a good venting session. And there was a whole lot of, you better leave them. And I said, okay, I'll try my best.
So,
yo, what's happening? This Ellen Vicious, one half of You Can't Sit With Us Radio. I hope you're enjoying this episode so far. We're gonna get back into the episode, but real quick, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We greatly appreciate the support. Now, if you really love us and you really care about us and you really want to support us, hit that join button. It's a monthly fee, but it comes with a lot of perks, man. Access to early episodes before anybody else. exclusive members content only, you know, and then you might get your own customized content. You know, you can hit us up and be like, hey, we want y'all to do this, ask this, blah, blah. If you want us to shout you out, we can do that as well. But, man, it also comes with maybe a lot of perks, a lot of prizes that you could possibly win. We might can get your own customized bottle. You might get your own title, your own You Can't Sit With Us hats. Man, hey, we got everything, you know, possibly prizes. Look, pillow, man. Everything, man. You might even get your own Funkio, man. You know, you might even get your own Funkio. Look at this, man. Man, hey, this he's our manager, man. Big Cheese. If you ever need to reach out to us, book us, this is the person you hit up, Big Cheese. And then this is our security, though. We don't go nowhere without him, man. This is Donatello. So yeah, you don't want to run up on Donatello. He gonna bite you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Then you know we got shirts as well. You know we trying to come out with new shirts as well. So you might. Hey man, it's possible you can win all this. We might give it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got access to all, and then we got the hoodie as well. So hey, we got a little bit of everything. You know, that join button comes with a lot of perks, man. So make sure you hit that join button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, man. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of this episode. Yeah. Yo, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So Monica, I seen you got your song played on the radio recently. How was that feeling?
It was pretty crazy. So my songs have played on the radio before, but that was the very first time I had heard it. I think when it plays, I mean, it plays at random times. You know what I mean? However, I knew that they were gonna play the an interview. I just had no idea that my song was gonna play right after, and I cried my eyes out. You know, I feel like I think that's a dream of a lot of artists to just like listen to your song on the radio. So that was like super surreal for me to actually experience and know that there was other people listening to it, not just me from my files in my car.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's super beautiful. And then what was super fire about that is that my dad and my mom were listening, and so were my brothers. I wasn't with them, but they did text me, and they were like, wait, that was actually insane. That was super crazy. So I did have a lot of, you know, like family listening to it, which has been like just one of my dreams as well, just for specifically my parents to hear that. And I think that was more important to me than just even me listening to it.
Yeah.
Do you still think radio is important though?
I do still think radio is important. You'd be surprised how many people really listen to the radio. I've gotten stopped in like streets because they heard me on the radio. People still, I've also done, you know, like competitions, like you can win tickets if you do this on the radio. And a lot of people like call in and send in text messages to win things. So yeah, I do think it's important. Also, radio stations can bring you a lot of opportunities because they're behind a lot of bigger shows that happen in cities. You know what I mean? They're still sponsoring big events. They're still bringing artists in. So yes, absolutely.
So I know that you were touching on a little bit about like your parents hearing it. So what are your parents' views towards you, like being in music and being a creative and an artist? How do they feel about it?
I think they've just accepted it at this point. I know that they were not happy about it at first. Listen, my parents are from Mexico. You know what I mean? They are. Whenever people come here from other countries and they're foreign, what they want for their kids is to be a lawyer, to be a doctor, to be something along the lines of that. On some, I didn't come to this country for you to go and make music or go to art school. You know what I mean? So at first, it was a lot of pushback, and it was a whole lot of like me having to just be like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not about to go do anything else but this. I literally went to art school. So I don't know. After they've seen like, okay, she's doing bigger shows. Okay, she's doing like other things. She's actually traveling with her music. Okay, it's still my. I think on my mom's side, she's more of like,
Yeah.
hi, Mika, like, please, I don't know. My dad is like here for it.
That's fire. That's dope.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you think that okay, let me rephrase this. What are some of your favorite things about creating music?
Some of my favorite things.
Hmm.
Um, if I'm being honest, I think everything, even the things that I don't like, I appreciate. Because from the very beginning is the creation of a song. You know, I love working from scratch with producers. I love like hearing a sound and being like, okay, we'll use that one. And if that sound makes like triggers a word to me, usually that word will be like the topic or like the hook. Um, and then just like creating and like being able to like even like ad libs. I honestly used to hate ad libs. Now I'm in love with them. And then
Yeah.
actually like releasing the song. It's stressful when you have to do a bunch of content because I just want to release the song and you could just have it. But then it comes with having to like do a bunch of content, which I'm not a fan of, but I am because I
Hmm.
also like that creative process. Um, and then I really also love performing. And as much as I love to be inside of my house and stay inside of my house, I really do love meeting people and hearing that, my songs have helped them somehow, some way, or they can
Yeah.
relate, or, you know, whatever. So I think everything, it does come with things that, I wish could just be a smidge bit different, but it's all right. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Are you one of those artists that like when you record you gotta like double and triple stack your vocals?
um, Not all the time. I think it just depends on the song.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I think it just depends on the song. I do have some songs that have like a bunch of takes because we're trying to like find the right one.
Yeah.
Um, how I think that comes more so with songs that are more on the singing side of things.
Hmm.
Um, I think more rap songs have less of everything else. I do, however, do stack ad libs and pick and choose.
Mhm.
Um, I am in love with ad libs.
That's fire.
Yeah, I had a few artists I recorded. Man, it was like 20 different like stacks of vocals they recorded. I was like, man, I am tired of this. It was
That's
over and
funny.
over.
No, and what's crazy is that usually I have that many when the producer is on some let's like let's do more, let's do more, let's do more.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, sure.
What's your ideal environment to record in?
Mm. I That's crazy. I was literally just talking about that. I think today. Ideal. I don't like that many people in my session at all.
Hmm.
If it's just me and the producer, that's fine with me. If it's me and another artist or songwriter, that's great. I love the lights to be dim, either red or pink, and a candle.
Fire. Okay. You
Yeah.
are you more of like a professional studio setting or like home studio?
Mm. It. Mm, I think, but I love both. I think when it
Hmm.
comes to the professional one, as long as it feels a little more intimate,
Yeah.
um, I don't like the ones that are all extra fancy. Like, why are we even we don't even use those buttons
Yeah.
at all. Like, why are they even there? So just, so just a little bit more intimate. I do like it. It does make you feel like a little bit like cooler. But I do love me a good home studio for sure.
Yeah, I feel it.
And go and get you a basement studio, the best ones.
Facts. Facts. I agree.
You good, Q?
Yeah.
Oh, what was I gonna ask? Do you suffer from a writer's block at any point?
um, I was also just talking about this yesterday to someone else. I would say no. And the reason why I would say no is because I think when you're not able to write, just go outside and create something else. I don't think I don't think creatives could ever stop creating. So there's no writer's block. There's just a moment of, oh, I need to go outside and experience a little bit
Yeah.
and then come back. When you experience, you're really just creating. You're creating more songs, just not pen to paper yet.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there was a point in my life where I was like so hyper focused on this writer's block that I was experiencing. I was so hyper focused on it where I wasn't going outside. I was just staying inside. I didn't want to do anything. And I broke my writer's block by experiencing outside. I started to travel a little bit more. I was going out a little bit more, not doing too much, just enough.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, I heard a beat, and all of a sudden I'm writing.
Yeah.
It's not a block. Just go experience life.
I feel it.
Go, I don't know, yeah. Or you can create in other ways. Go cook something. You know what I mean? That's creating. Go,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You said go outside and touch grass.
Basically.
Like a tree, for real.
Oh, and I also wanted. So you mentioned that you were a performance coach. So what does that entail? How does that work?
Oh, it's one of my favorite things ever. I basically, an artist hires me to go watch them perform. We usually, get like a little rehearsal space. And they perform. First and foremost, we perform. They do. And I ask what is it that they want to improve on. Most of the time, it's just people don't know how to engage with the crowd, um, and or talk in between songs, or even with like choreography. They're just kind of like limp, honestly,
Yeah.
like on stage, or they don't know where. Most artists don't even know like you have like energy points in your body that you allow your to release adrenaline when you're performing. So my job is to just pay attention to all of that combined as the artist performs, and then I give them what I think is good advice for how to engage with the crowd, how to make sure you have eye contact with the crowd. I even make, um, you know, um, like skits and stuff like that for people to remember before and after they have a song. And I've even like done choreography. But what I have seen, which has been such a blessing, is to see artists go from like one thing to another, right, like after about an hour after our
That's fire.
session. Just small tweaks that people don't even pay attention to, because I don't know why people don't, pay
Yeah.
attention to certain things. I know people get scared. It is really intimidating to be on stage and having people just watch you. Sometimes it's intimidating to not know how to keep engagement or have people give you their attention. But if they see that you're scared, you're not really going to get what you want. If they see that you're confident and you know what you're doing and you've rehearsed this, then most people will, engage.
Yeah. Cool.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing.
So was that like something that you took classes on, or is just like personal experience that kind of taught you how to show people how to perform?
No, it was I guess it was just personal experience. If I'm being honest, one of the very first shows I ever did in Denver, I did get booed off stage. Okay. Because I basically I was working with this collective. All of the songs I had at the time were just features with this one person. I sold 75 tickets to this Dizzy Wright show. An hour before we go on stage, this person cancels on us. Says he just doesn't want to go. So my team decided to take me off, and I said, but I sold 75 tickets. They said, well, if you want, you can write a verse to this song. So I went and I wrote a whole new verse to a song. I go up there, maybe 2 words. Other than that, I just smoked. Everything went in slow motion for me. And I remember people were like, get off the stage. There was some girls over here that were like, oh no. And I just looked at the mic and I gave it to the person that told me to write a new verse, and I just left. I stayed, but I just went outside. And I was like, bro, I'm never letting that happen to me ever again. Granted, this person that canceled, had a lot to do with it. However, had I had my own songs, had I rehearsed my verses, I could have just thrown one verse into another song.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. So I rehearse every chance I get. I watch other artists, all my favorite artists from different genres. I watch what they do, and I take what I love from theirs and I put it in mine. And then I went to this school called LAMP, Los Angeles Academy for Artists and Music Production in Santa Monica in 2022 into 2023. And from the very first day, I'm talking about orientation, I'm performing. They're just like, oh, you should be a performance coach. I'm sitting here thinking like, me? No, thank you. Right. You're good. We started doing performances, and everyone, like all the students, would be rehearsing, and then they'd be like, I'm over there trying to record a song, and they're knocking on my door like, can you please come watch me? And I'd be like, bro, okay, whatever, I don't understand why, but yeah, sure, whatever. And then it was funny because like the staff members would be like, so you're performance coaching? And I'm like, no, I said I'm not doing that. But as the year went on, I just kept doing it. And then they would tell their friends, and then their friends that didn't even go to my school would then hit me up like, hey, I'll pay you. Yeah. And I'm like, really? I'm a student. You can pay me. Yeah. Then I graduated, and then the school called me back to go do performance coaching for their next school year. And then all of a sudden I'm getting calls from other places, other schools, other artists, other bands, and like all these things. And I was just like, actually, I really love doing this because I get to see artists go from one thing to another and not experience getting booed off stage the way I got booed off stage. And that's so important to me. I'm like, I'd rather, yeah, sure. I was the test dummy for that. And I hope you're not. So get it together.
Yeah. You had to crawl so they could walk.
Yeah, facts. And I'll do it again over and over and over again just to make sure that they don't have to do what I experienced.
Did that mess with you mentally though, getting booed?
I want to say yes and no at the same time. I think it lit a fire. Like, because after that, so my team was like split. Some of my team lived in Denver. The other part of my team lived in Colorado Springs. And the part of my team that lived in Colorado Springs were like, bro, we got to kick her out. We got to kick her out and all these things. And I was just like, because I messed up one time.
Yeah,
like, all right, bet. And then they were just like, she's a terrible performer, all these things. And then when I tell you it's ingrained, I could see the people's faces from the crowd in my head still.
Yeah.
Seeing that, I never want that to happen again. My brothers were there. I had friends there. Again, I sold 75 tickets. They were there early for a sold out Dizzy Wright show at Cervantes. And I was terrible. Instead of, I'm so thankful and grateful that my mindset is what it is. Instead of letting it just, get to me for real, I was like, bet. I promise you, for myself, never going to happen again. And for everybody else, bet.
I feel that.
All right, so talk about your second song. Is it Mala Vida?
Yes.
Look at you, boy! You got some Spanish in.
Mala vida se la cuina nana. Oh, I love this song. I love this song because it changed my life, and I truly mean that in every way possible. This song is produced by Vlad, and songwriter as well as Vlad on this song. His name is Tyreek from LONDON from the UK. Vlad is from Ecuador. I didn't want to make a song like this one. I wanted to make some more like Mexican, like corrido type vibe, on some like Fuerza Regida or like Grupo Frontera type of song. I went to lunch, I came back, and Vlad and Tyreek were like, we've got something. And I was just like, all right. We listened to the song. I fall in love with it. When I released it, I premiered it on this thing called this tour. This I don't even know what to call them. An organization called Sorry Papi Tour. It's an all women ran event. It was created by women, and it's based out of Chicago. And then my friend King Ines, she's a DJ. We sent her the song. We were like, is there any way we can premiere this at House of Blues in Anaheim? About 2,000 girls. It was sold out. She said, yes. I said, what? I'm performing at the House of Blues in Anaheim is insane.
Yeah.
So we just, I don't know. We created me and my manager, Lila. She's insane. Lila Paulson. We created all sorts of like content for this. I performed. That was the most like beautiful thing ever. I had the Mexican flag. I dropped it. When I dropped it, the whole crowd went insane. And again, mind you, this event is an all women event. There are no men that pull up. The only men that showed up were the guys that got tickets to see me perform. And they were like, bro, we didn't know there was going to be this many girls in here. But I was like, what I tell you is an all-women event. Again, Sorry Papi Tour. But after that, I've just been on a roll. After that, it was like radio. It was more Sorry Papi Tour events. It was just more of everything. I feel so blessed that, that we created the song that I wasn't like, this isn't what I wanted to make this week. You know what I mean? I was very much open to it. I'm super thankful for everyone that has been like super supportive. But yes, Mala Vida. We also wrote this song. It has Mala Vida means like bad life, but Mala Vida se la cuina nana. We wrote it because my mom at the time, she was calling me and was like, Monica, like, what are you doing? Like, I know you love music, but like, again, I told you, like, she's been a little iffy about it. And she thinks that I'm just, out in these streets, like, I don't know, doing all kinds of things. And I've never drank, I've never smoked a day in my life. never tried it, never anything. And she just thinks that I'm living a bad life. So this week she was pressing me, and we wrote this song, and specifically we were just on some like, let's make it seem like I'm just really out here. So, so like I'm really out here. So again, like living a bad life. We're drinking, we're going out, we're whatever. But that's not really. We were in the studio making this damn song all week. So, but yeah, that's the story behind this one.
All right.
Hey, what it do? This your boy, L Ambitious. Some of y'all might know I also own a music production group called Threshold Brace Productions. Now, if you're watching or listening to this episode right now, and you hear the music playing in the background, that's a Threshold Brace production. So, any artists, if you're looking for beats, hit us up. Threshold Brace got you. If you got your own podcast or you need music for a movie or whatever it might be, hit us up, man. We got you. Threshold Brace production links will be in the description below. Email as well if you want to contact us. But any artist, if you're looking for beats, mixing and mastering, and studio time, hit us up. We got you. You can Google Threshold Brace Productions to check out all our music. You can actually go on the You Can't Sit With Us Radio podcast page as you are right now and check out Threshold Brace music videos and the music that we have made as well. So, but thank y'all again. Thank y'all again so much for supporting this podcast. I hope you're enjoying the episode that's currently playing right now. And until next time, man. Yo, welcome back to You Can't Sit With Us Radio. So, Monica the Great, it is time for random ass questions. These questions have absolutely nothing to do with what we talked about today. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So, I gotta ask you this first. Have you eaten cereal? A cereal thing that you've eaten in the past?
I love cereal.
Okay.
I haven't eaten cereal in a while.
Okay.
But I do love me some cereal.
So here's the question. So my co-host, this is like my co-host debate. So do you eat it right away to get that crunch, or you gotta let it sog up a little bit?
I'm not letting anything sog up.
That's my co-host thing. You gotta let it.
You let it sog?
Yeah, you gotta let it sit there a little bit, let it sog up a little bit.
No.
Yeah.
He's never allowed to eat cereal again.
He said it's too crunchy, like it hurt his gums and stuff. That's what he say.
Eat some oatmeal.
That's what he says.
No. What about you?
Oh no, I'm crunchy.
Okay.
Yeah. Most time I eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch anyway, so.
Okay. And it has the crunch. You have to eat
right.
it.
Right. All right. So what do chickens think we taste like?
I have never thought about that. And I hope they don't think that. Ew. Ew. I got attacked by a rooster once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It went viral on Instagram, and I'm very embarrassed about it. But maybe he went and told all the chickens that I tasted like a Cinnabon.
Cinnabon.
I have no idea, but I did get attacked for real by a rooster.
Oh,
rest in peace. He died. I think he had a heart attack.
Oh wow.
I know. Sorry.
Hey, would you rather eat grass or a grasshopper?
Grass or a grasshopper?
Yeah.
Is the grasshopper like straight up alive and then you eat it? Or is it like fried?
We're gonna go with a dead grasshopper.
Is it just dead off the street?
Yeah, like just like grass.
I'm eating grass.
Like
I'm eating grass. Straight up, I'm eating grass. Wait, where's the grass at? In my own backyard?
Yeah, we just gonna go like right outside, wherever you outside it.
I'm eating grass.
You know,
Because if you told me it was grass from like downtown LA, I'm eating grasshopper. Straight up.
hey, grasshoppers got protein in it.
It does. But I don't know if I could just. Oh my. Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I don't know who just tried to call me.
So you going with grass though?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I've eaten grass before.
Well, you just randomly ate it?
I wanted to see what it tasted like.
Okay.
I'm embarrassed. Okay. I can't believe I said that out loud. Yeah, I've eaten grass.
Okay. So what warning label would you give your life right now?
What warning label?
Yeah.
Caution. She's been going to church and getting closer to God. That should be a warning label in itself.
Okay. I like that. All right. What's the worst thing you could use if you don't have toilet paper?
Worst thing? Sandpaper.
Yeah. Ooh, that would hurt.
Imagine. I don't want to imagine. Actually, I don't want to imagine. Sandpaper for sure. Like the rough one.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that would hurt. Let's see. Oh, if your belly button was a dispensary, what would you have come out of it?
$100 bills.
You never go wrong with money.
Facts.
All right, what's the worst sandwich condiment?
Worst sandwich condiment?
Mm-hmm.
A cold sandwich or a hot sandwich?
Yeah. Whatever sandwich you like, whatever sandwich.
If it's on a hot sandwich, tomato, because I hate hot tomato.
Okay.
And I hate hot avocado.
Okay.
So, like, if the sandwich is hot, straight up tomato and avocado, because if you put that on there, I'm going to be pissed off. With a cold sandwich, I don't know. Do people put, like, oh, what is that thing? It's probably gonna. I hope no Australians watch this, but you know that little like jam, that little black jam that Australians put on their
I don't think I've seen that.
a Vegemite. I've had that before.
Nasty.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Sorry if anyone is Australian and likes that. Sorry, I apologize right now.
All right. Do you think ants fart?
You said what?
Do you think ants fart?
I don't know. But don't they smell? Don't they release smells? So maybe that's what that is. That's disgusting.
They do. Let's see what I got. What do butterflies feel in their stomach when they're in love?
Ladybugs.
Okay. That's wholesome answer. All right, what are you doing if you're invisible for a day?
Oh, I don't even know. I shouldn't even be invisible. The first thing that came to mind, I'm probably stalking a few people. Probably like some of my situationships, TBH. Yep. I'm trying to see what they're doing, trying to get them caught up. I'm also stalking anybody that, like, I'm flirting with, if I am. Yeah, I'm stalking you for sure.
All right, if Teletubby and Barney got in the fight, who gonna win?
Barney.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know. Who has I think the Teletubbies have better reach, right? Barney's just right here for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Barney might need his friends. So I'm gonna go with the Teletubbies, but I would be cheering for Barney for sure.
Okay. I don't know.
Also, with the question before this, I'm also going into a bank and stealing money.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Got you. All right, what's your zombie apocalypse plan?
I have one.
How you do?
I have one for sure. I'm finding, I already know where they're at, but I'm going into like Walmart warehouses, Target warehouses. I'm focusing on that for sure. I think someone is coming into the house right now, but I'm going into their house, those warehouses, and I'm living from the warehouses for sure.
Okay. You want to cut this part out? Nobody taking your idea.
We could cut it out. Because if I see somebody else in there, I would say you were listening to my podcast, weren't you? You were listening to the episode I was on. I told you can't sit with us. And here you are trying to sit with me.
Hey, I'm just ready to kill people. I have no repercussions.
But listen, if you go into like one of these warehouses, you have all of that stuff to survive.
True.
Huh?
Yeah.
See? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's true. All right, last question is, you think angels get high?
All the time. Do they get high?
Yeah.
I mean, they are high.
Yeah. It's like multiple highs though, so.
Facts. They get high off the love of Jesus.
I like that. Yeah, hallelujah.
I'm throwing out wholesome answers. Yeah, I told you I've been in church.
I could tell. Well, hey, thank you for being on the show. Shout out to social medias. Anything that you want to say?
Is there anything I want to say? What do you mean? Oh my God! Did you say sorry?
Yeah,
what you say? You kind of cut out, so I was trying to figure it out.
I was just saying, shout out to social medias and anything that you want to say.
Okay, bet. My name is Monica the Great. You can find me on all social media platforms at ie.mtg. You can find me on all music platforms under Monica the Great. Again, ie.mtg, or you could just type in Monica the Great. It should pop up. Is there anything I want to say? Yes. Get out of your head. Love yourself. What other people are doing doesn't matter if it has nothing to do with you. Focus on what you love and who you love. Fill up your cup daily. God loves you. And I got new music coming, new visuals coming, new everything coming. I'm excited. And if you need a performance coach, let me know. I'll put up.
Yeah, I love these wholesome answers you give.
Thanks.
Yeah, follow me at Ambitious1K on Instagram and Twitter. And you can see it right there on the screen. I ain't got to spell it for you. Yeah, follow Threshold Brace, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. YouCan'tSitWithUsRadio, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Make sure you follow my coach Q the DJ. If you need a DJ, man, hit him up. Hit him up. But yeah, man. Till next time, man. We outie.